Good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Sinkhole. I'm Nick, joined by
Steve.
And Casey.
What, again, no good night?
We do tape this in the evening, so good night makes sense for us.
Good night is a closure.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do
welcoming.
say good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, in English/America.
In American.
If you go to France or you go to Montreal, you'd say bonsoir, which is, well, it's good evening, not good night. Did you say good evening?
You did say good evening.
I start with good evening, good morning.
Okay, well then shut up, Steve. Nick's right. My bad, I missed this.
Whoopsies.
We need a less formal intro, I'm just saying.
That's fine.
Or you got to commit more. One of the two.
I can do both.
Bring it or don't.
Yes.
It's been brung.
I feel like that's a cheerleading thing.
It is.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
We're breaking that quarantine thing again.
Quentin Quarantino over here. Till this ends, I'm going to keep saying it every single episode.
That's fine.
Everything. Every time we record.
We also have to call it the beer disease, or
Yeah, we get demonetized.
we get hurt.
What? Wait, really?
Yeah, you cannot
It's
say
been that way
the
for-
C word, either of them.
Can we call it COVID-19?
No.
No, I don't even think that.
You can't.
Why? That's
you
the
can't-
official name of the
I know.
disease.
I know.
Isn't it great?
What do we get, like, censored on it? Or?
YouTube does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For, like, the
well, they'll
past
put,
week.
like, an ad on it.
Yeah.
So,
They'll
not
put
that it
their
really
little thing.
matters, because,
Right.
like, YouTube's not the
Right.
main focus of this, but it is a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone just like the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Do you watch Game Grumps, Steve?
Every so often, yeah.
Okay, so they are doing the same thing. They're like, we know that we're staying in our houses all day, so we don't care. Like, we're going to go to each other's house. So they're doing a Super Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough.
Nice.
And instead of saying the name of the disease, because Dan just learned it today or whenever they recorded it at the same time, they're like, if you get tickets to the Backstreet Boys World Tour. So, like, that's now their thing, as they keep talking about, like, just even if you don't think that scalpers will give you tickets to the Backstreet Boys World Tour, you still could get them. And I was like, I like that. I want to find something funny.
It's true because she can revisit. Just because you rebound from her doesn't mean she's gone for good.
She is a nasty lady.
I'm going with I had this in November.
Yeah.
Because everyone had every single symptom.
I had it in February.
Was sick.
Well, remember when I was
yeah.
sick? It knocked me out for 14 days, and it started off as a like shortness of breath, sore throat, and then went into just a horrible cough that I was, anytime I took any breath of like talking like this would have worn me out. Hell, I talked to Nick towards the end of it when I tried drinking a little bit of pickle juice like an idiot, and I ended up throwing it all up because it went down the wrong pipe because I started coughing.
I love pickle juice.
All right. Oh yeah, but not when it goes down the. I can't eat pickles right now because it still like tastes the.
That was me. I could not eat club sandwiches for a solid 5 years.
Okay.
Because so Davenport and I went my family and I got to take a friend. So Max went that time. We went on a cruise to Alaska, and we all got hit with that Rhinell virus.
Oh.
Like literally over half the ship was quarantined.
Yeah.
And because it's an Alaskan cruise, it was not meant for children. There were literally 13 of us. That is not an exaggerated number.
Yeah.
There were 13 of us. I still talked to 2 of them awkwardly. So because of that, we had the buffet sucked. It just it wasn't
It wasn't one
kid friendly. But you could get room service, and we had a club sandwich every day because it was like, ooh, a good sandwich. I know that that's not what got me sick, but my body could not do it for years.
That's how it is. Crown Royal and I.
Really?
I used to be able to drink Crown Royal, no problem. That was like my go-to brown liquor in college, and going into junior year, moved in because I had my apartment, so we could move in a week before classes and everything started, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. There was a weekend there, like a full week, where it's like if I just smell it now, it's like, oh. Nope.
It's weird that it's like that specifically because I don't know if I would know that it has a distinct smell.
Crown Royal has a very sweet, like a whiskey sweet smell.
I'm going to have to try this because I've got 2 bottles on the bar downstairs.
I'm fine with it now, but like from 2011 through
16?
It was about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And the worst part about that is, my buddies and I would go, go out to bars and stuff, and that's all they drink. And I'd be sitting there like, I'll just take a vodka soda because I can't handle the smell of this right now.
Amazing.
What else? What have you guys been up to? I've only been playing Animal Crossing.
Oh,
And
good.
cleaning my
Speaking of
house.
Animal Crossing, I'm about to make you very mad today.
You can make
Well, not me. PETA's going to make you very mad.
PETA makes everyone mad every day.
Right? When they're not killing all the dogs and cats that they rescue, they're killing all the horses, cows, and farm animals that they rescue. Nick's just nodding in agreement
because
over here.
like,
It's just like,
the
and
amount
This
of
is an audio medium.
well, no, because I'm like, my mind doesn't know which words to select for this, and it's just like, it's out there.
yeah,
For as much good as PETA tries to do, they screw up.
The root of that entire thing was tries.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They try to do
it's-
good,
It's
but
Patrick and SpongeBob saving the city, but the city's on fire.
We did it,
Yeah.
Patrick. We saved the city.
Yeah.
And copyrights.
I just said Patrick. You don't know what's going on.
Right. Yeah, so I got a fun little update that they put out. It's a whole full article, and
I made sure that I didn't read it because I
Good.
wanted to hear it out of your mouth.
Oh, good. There's a lot of dumb in it. I mean, you expect that, but I mean, there's a lot of like, are you stupid? How stupid are you? Okay, stupid.
Very stupid because they have the things like, where do you draw the line? It's like, I know exactly where I draw the line. And it's not where you want it to be.
Depending on a situation, if it gets to the point where there's no food left, society is fully collapsed. Sorry, Thor and Loki.
Yeah, they're gone. Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's been real.
Yeah,
There's definitely two lines on that list. There's the here. I'm willing to do this now.
yeah.
Post-apocalyptic.
To impress
I just
someone.
don't know. They weren't they the ones that put like. They went around to Walmart or just grocery stores and were slapping on the thing that says, my name is Charlie.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy me. I was like, thanks, Charlie. I'm going to taste you.
Exactly.
Charlie, your steak was delicious.
Yeah.
It just gives me someone to thank specifically instead of thank you, random cow. It's
Right.
like, you know what, Charles? You and me.
And don't get me wrong, to the one extent, they do have a good point of, yeah, if everybody did eat less meat, we wouldn't need to have as much wasted food and, you don't need it. I mean, you still have the farmland, but you don't need to be just manufacturing as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I agree with that. But to full blown, you're evil because you eat meat. Okay. Did you know that plants produce pheromones when they get damaged and hurt? Are they now a living thing? Starved to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osmosis.
Yeah.
Also, the
Moses
push,
Jones.
the weird push to eat bugs.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
We live in America.
I know.
I ain't eating no damn
The only-
bugs.
the only
know.
bugs I'm eating are the 14 spiders I swallow a year when I'm sleeping.
Okay. random thing. Lara texted me right after we started doing this.
Uh-oh.
A spider got cooked in the oven.
Let's go eat it, boys. Hot sauce.
Yeah.
So I laugh a lot, and she just goes, I went to take the foil off dinner, and it was just hanging there. Like, I feel bad, but like, bro, how did you even get in there? Quote,
Bro, how did you even get in there?
hey, here's all that I care about. It didn't get under the foil.
No.
I don't care anymore.
It'd be one
Yeah.
thing
All
if
I
you
need-
like rip the foil off and your turkey has a dead spider right on top of it. You're like, oh.
It's not going to stop me. It got cooked.
Oh,
I was
no.
gonna say it got
It's
cooked.
cooked. Yeah.
Now, if it's a big boy,
Yeah, if it was like a tarantula with all its
No.
hairs still on it.
No.
Oh no.
mainly because it would smell. Dude, tarantulas smell bad when you burn them.
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't-
normal human hair. Why you said yeah as if you know this for a fact.
Yeah. No, the hairs. Because
Have you burnt a tarantula?
I have not, but I've watched.
Good call, because we're talking about PETA, and they're going to come after you.
I personally have not, but I have seen videos about cooking tarantulas and all that down
Yeah.
in South America, and they basically, I forget how they kill them, but they basically they don't knock them out, but they
Like stun them.
they stun them, and then they do a thing where they douse them in oil to get all the hairs off.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then they do it's kind of like frying it over an open
Deep
fire.
frying a
They
tarantula.
don't deep fry, but there's oil because it sheds off all the
Yeah.
hair. But they say that the smell is atrocious, but it tastes like lobster. So,
You know, okay.
which I could actually see. 'cause
I would.
arthropods.
Yeah,
I'd give it a shot. I don't like the taste of lobster either, but I'd give it a shot.
All right, that's it. I'm done. No bugs for me.
That'd be weird.
I can.
You know they're deep frying tarantulas in like Louisiana.
Oh hell
Like,
yeah,
100%.
New Orleans deep fries everything.
Nolans.
Islands.
Do they even have
shit on
tarantulas
Bourbon
in-
Street? It
Probably,
does.
they probably
I
deep
know.
fry shit.
Well, they definitely do.
Do they deep fry shit in New Orleans?
Probably.
Let's find out tonight on
if you
Sinkhole
can have a
Answers.
if you can have a walk through daiquiri bar window,
That's
you know
true.
they're deep frying some random shit.
And it doesn't surprise me that they have a huge number of cases of you know who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it also
Doesn't
doesn't
surprise
help
me at all.
that, just the general population are like, I ain't scared. Let's go party. Oh, that was a dumb idea.
Right. Also, while we're talking about Louisiana and Nolans and things down there, I did watch Color Out of Space.
No.
It's
How was it?
fantastic.
I need to watch it.
You want to borrow it?
Yeah.
Okay. I bought it was $20
What?
for 4K UHD. I was like, done.
Mm.
Without question. I was
Didn't that just like
Yes.
come out? Like not
Yes.
get released, but like into theaters?
like in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I'd love to borrow
It's
it.
great. It is there's times you don't know if Nicolas Cage is acting or not, because it could just be him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that movie.
He literally is the he's the perfect role. Like, I could not have picked a better person to do what he did.
Mhm.
The sound design is spot. Like,
Yeah.
it's sick. It hit me a lot. Let's put it this way. There's a whistle. I'm not spoiling anything. It's a fucking whistle. There's a whistle that like it uses to talk or whatever, but it's like there, and like it's what starts to drive you mad. It's the same sound that a
no.
tea kettle makes. So like Lara and I could not make tea for like 2 days because I just kept
Yes.
hearing that like in the back of my head. And visually,
Gorgeous.
it's like real vaporware is the only way I could put it. Like, it's those like bright purples and blues and pinks.
Ooh.
It's beautiful. It's like there's literally one scene I went, there has to be a 4K wallpaper of this, otherwise I'm going to figure out how to do it, because it's beautiful.
Nice.
It's very
I
good.
cannot wait.
It's very good. I went in expecting a mediocre movie,
Yeah.
mainly probably because of Nicolas Cage, but in the end, it was great. And whoever's parents are of the little kid who's the same little. Do you watch Haunting on Hill House?
I got like half an episode
Okay,
in.
the little
Yeah.
kid, he's in this movie too.
Oh, okay.
His parents need to stop putting him in horror movies with weird monsters in a giant mansion. Just stop it. You're typecasting this child at age 6.
Rip.
The poor kid. But we were talking about Norans, and I remember I forgot to
Yeah.
tell you, like, I meant to text you, like, dude, it was real good. Yes, you can borrow it.
Cool.
I was big fan. So what about PETA?
Well, do you want to get into that, or you had a story you want to talk about with Sweetwater?
Oh, real quick.
I don't want to take away from.
No, it's only going to be entertaining, really, for me, and you'll kind of have a little bit. Anyone who listens and knows anything about shoving it to people who are supposed to know more than you, and they act like they know more than you, but you tell them off. This is one of those stories. So obviously we have the nice, beautiful Rodecaster Pro. It's fantastic. Big fan.
Yes.
I could have bought another one because I wanted something for downstairs for when we do our other stuff. Like, the way that audio works is interfaces typically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like how we talked, how the board goes left to right.
Yeah.
Those are usually your channels. Rode was smart, and they put the master, which is everything summed together, on the first two, because Windows only recognizes, and Mac, computers only recognize when you do like right clicks on properties recording. They only notice 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Skype and Teams only notice 1. Like, they don't, literally nothing else matters to them. They don't know it exists. So that's why we could never do other stuff.
Yeah.
So I got my old recording board that like I bought forever ago. It didn't work. I was like, okay, well, I just got to throw you away because you're garbage. So I started to do research. Zoom makes a comparable product. Like, when you're looking at the podcasting world, a lot of people are either using this because it's small, compact, and has all the built-in headphone amps, and you don't have to have external equipment, or you use the Zoom stuff, which, again, is the same kind of idea. It records straight.
Yeah.
They're almost the same board. But the one was like $100 more expensive and went from 6 XLR inputs to 8 XLR inputs. Realistically, it had like 12. And I was like, I'll spend the extra money. And I'm doing the research, trying to figure it all out, and it shows up 1-day shipping. They say it's going to take 2 weeks because of COVID. Thank God it's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so it's a hop, skip, and a jump to get here.
Yeah.
It's a hop to get here, realistically. And it wasn't working. And I was like, okay, I think the issue is this. So I'm trying to figure out if I can like fake to move it because it did the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. The master's all the way at the end, so nothing knows it exists. And I'm doing research, and I'm looking at YouTube, and I find on YouTube that, like, one guy left the, like, his screen capture software and, like, clicked on something real quick to, like, route the multi-track like I was doing when you guys showed up.
Yeah.
And I noticed in that clicking that the smaller board, the one that I was originally going to get, has master on 1 and 2, like the Road. But there's a $200 price difference between that one and this one. So I was like, well, I'll just go with that because I can take it downstairs, which means this can stay up here, be the main one, since this is mainly what we do.
Yeah.
But when Lara and I are doing our other recordings, it's like, I want this other thing. So I tried telling Jason, our Sweetwater rep, I'm like, hey, here's the deal. I need you to set. I need to order this one like now. I'm in a pinch, and then I'm going to send this one back. And he's like, well, that doesn't make sense. They should be the same exact thing. Do you want to talk to our like tech department? I was like, no, I want you to order it for me because I told you to.
Right.
That's what you do as a sales rep. If your customer says buy something, you do it.
Yeah.
Don't argue with me for starters. Jason, if you're hearing this, that'd be great because I know I told you to listen because I'm using the product. But I was like, no, I need this. And I got in contact with Zoom support, and I was like, hey, just confirm this for me because I'm pretty positive that this is what happened. And he goes, yeah, that's how it's set up. I was like, okay, so it should work with X, Y, and Z program, right? And they're like, well, we're not going to tell you that it will work with these programs if we haven't tested it.
Yeah.
But it should. I was like, okay, my theory is sound. That's fine. So I send this like lengthy email because Jason used to be an audio engineer. Like before he got into sales, like he was doing theaters and stuff like that. So I've gotten really good with him. And I was like, no. Here's literally the list. This is how it's set up. This is what Windows, and this is how the other one is. And he's just like, oh my God, thank you so much for sending this unbelievable amount of detail. We had no idea. Like even my other sales guys didn't know that that's the way it was set up. Because in no owner's manual does it tell you that. You just have to find it out, which is stupid as shit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they were praising me because I made their jobs easier because now they know stuff that they didn't know before. Even though he tried to get me to talk to the other people that would have told me no, it should work in the same way. I went no.
Right.
Put the Iron Giant. No. Wouldn't have worked. That's all. Felt real good to be like, no, salesman is supposed to know all this shit. You don't know what's going on right now. I do because I'm a god. That's it.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to take you down a peg. Because according to PETA, you're a monster.
PETA's always called me a monster. They don't know what my freezer looks like.
So PETA decided to put out PETA's Vegan Guide to Animal Crossing New Horizons. With everyone, I'm going to read the first paragraph of this, and then I'll go into the bullet points, and I'll read the highlights to say. With everyone self-isolated at home and finding themselves on social media more than ever, by now you've probably heard about Nintendo's new game, Animal Crossing New Horizons. This vegan guide to it will help answer some of the tough ethical questions that it presents, as well as give you an opportunity to help real animals while living your island life.
I've never had an ethical problem.
I have a feeling that, for people out there, did not grow up with Nintendo. I played it at friends' houses, so I know about it. I know about games just because I read about it. My understanding of Animal Crossing is that it's a relaxing, fun. There should be no ethical dilemmas.
It is the single most casual game ever.
Yeah.
They've made doing chores cute and fun.
Right. Like, it's one of those things that there should be no ethical or moral dilemmas in this game. There's none whatsoever.
No. The only dilemma is, do I want to go with the snowman theme or do I want to go with the polka dot theme?
No, it's 100%. Polka dot.
So,
anyways, point number 1, is fishing in Animal Crossing vegan? This is a biggie. Fishing isn't vegan.
Doesn't that go for the real world too, though?
You shouldn't fish in real life, so you shouldn't do it in the video game either.
But how will I fill my aquarium for blathers?
This is so true. I donate them, and they are well taken care of by the owl.
Oh, well, according to this, tearing the wildlife right out of their ocean homes so that you can donate them to blathers.
Is it actually a quote?
Yeah.
I'm so
to
happy.
Blathers for museum exhibits is not only cruel, but also bad for the environment. Now, mind you, Casey, do you fish in real life?
Yes.
Nick, do you fish in real life?
Not in a long time.
Casey, when you go fishing, do you release them back out, or do you just smack them on a rock and walk home?
Smack him on a rock like a
I've
xylophone.
never smacked him on a rock. I can tell you that much
Exactly.
for sure.
Exactly. You usually catch and release.
Yeah.
Okay, so story with that. A couple of years ago, my buddy and I were fishing, and I don't even remember what the hell I caught. Probably some little bluegill, and the thing slipped out of my hand, flipped upside down, and landed head first on this rock that I was standing on, and then just flopped into the water and just floated there for about a minute. I thought I killed the thing, and then it like swam away. But I'm like, oh, I'm a monster. And all I was going to do was just put it back in the water and let it go. It just flopped out. It's like, no, you idiot. I was trying to save you after taking you out of your habitat. But yeah, they say that you're a monster for doing it.
Okay.
Then it goes on about...
Do they do that to like aquariums and zoos IRL? Do we know this?
Do they have a problem with Zoo Tycoon?
I've never seen them do an article on Zoo Tycoon.
Don't get ahead of me on my immediate questions after this.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
I guess.
Is it okay to catch bugs in Animal Crossing?
Yes.
From butterflies to wharf roaches, your island is a bustling home for various insects and other little creatures.
Pause. I'm excited that they actually know that wharf roaches are in the game because they're like just kind of there sometimes. So someone has actually
Played the game?
either played it or watched
But-
someone else play it.
Right.
They have done research. Is enough for me.
Right, because also if you know nothing about insects, you'd have to catch that bug in the game
Correct.
to learn about it unless you're watching it. I could be wrong. Is there a release option for the fish and the bugs?
Yes.
Okay, so they could be doing that, but still, they broke their cardinal rule of don't catch.
Okay. Play.
Keep it that way. Don't touch the bugs. Blathers would like to build a museum of fish and insects on your island. Don't let him do it.
Pause. Blathers hates insects. He does not want to take them in, but he offers them lovely homes.
Hey, and
Like-
he's feeding them and taking care of them.
Dude.
No natural predators
Yeah.
in a museum
No.
or an aquarium
Yep.
or a zoo. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready for this one? You ready for my favorite one of these?
God.
Do clams feel pain?
No.
On your island, you can dig for clams. Here's why you should. Clams are bivalves who make look less familiar to us than man. Okay,
What?
PETA's. Whoever wrote this article has the worst. Just
There's no
writing.
editors for PETA blog
Right.
posts.
Did
Which
you
is
know?
funny,
So
'cause the person
so
who
PETA
wrote it
goes
probably
on to
does have a
explain why you
journalism
shouldn't do it.
degree.
But did you know, for instance, that they can escape from danger by burrowing through sand? Yes, they're bivalves. I just made my hands into a clam shape and clapped them
Waka
together. Yeah. Although it's unclear whether they feel pain in the real world, they play an important environment to the ecosystem. Yes. So, fun fact: clams and other bivalves don't have nerve endings for pain receptors. They're simple nervous systems. They have it for basically just muscle function. That's it. We don't know whether they can feel pain or not because they don't have pain receptors. Not saying to go out and just smash clams with hammers or anything like that.
Oh, there goes my Saturday.
I know, I'm sorry. But
Seal clubbing and clam smashing.
okay. We need to make shirts that say that. The single, seal clubbing and clam smashing. Okay, wait a minute.
Maybe joking for the record.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
But it goes on to say, if they do end up feeling pain, they constitute a huge group of animals suffering for food every year. It's best to be safe than sorry and not dig your clams in a virtual island.
I also like that they're like, if they do though.
Right. Should I leave the hermit crabs in the game alone? Simple answer, yes.
No, I have one in a crate in my house because I owned hermit crabs as children, as a child.
And here's why they say you should leave it alone. When you catch a hermit crab in the game, the screen says, I caught a hermit crab. I think it wanted to be left alone.
It does say that.
In this situation, the game demonstrates surprising awareness that we shouldn't be bothering these animals and taking them from their homes.
It's a crappy pun.
It's a bad pun.
Yeah.
Because of a hermit.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to be left alone.
This game. Not this game, these people.
Goes on to, fun fact, hermit crabs do live for about 30 years.
Oh.
So.
In the wild?
They say in their natural habitat.
I don't even think that's accurate because like you go to like anywhere, they're like, you got like 5 months maybe.
Right.
Like hermit crabs don't have a long life.
Oh, maybe
They just don't.
Maybe it's Evan's D&D character.
The turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because I've had hermit crabs, and like everyone was surprised that mine lived like 4 years because they're not supposed to like live a year, like in general. Like, I do find it funny that they don't notice the pun though.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's because they didn't catch anything else, so they didn't understand that common thread of, puns.
Then it goes, a dumb thing about what would a vegan eat on a desert island, and it goes through
Sand.
It
The
just
apples?
says eat all the apples. It has a list: apples, cherries, coconuts, oranges, peaches, and pears are all fine, except for the fact that plants release pheromones when they have been cut, damaged, anything, which is an indicator that they know that they have been damaged. Therefore, vegans cannot eat plants.
I'm giving you a mission for next week. I want to know, has PETA ever written an article about Zoo Tycoon
Okay.
or like Red Dead Redemption?
Oh yeah.
Because
The
Red
hunting
Dead
and the-
Redemption
oh.
2 has a lot of stuff
Well,
in it.
I was thinking even.
What about The Hunt?
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're fine with the hunt because it's about hunting humans, and that's fine.
The Hunter.
Oh.
You are right. You are
I
totally
knew what
right. That is
Casey
the
was
Hunt. I meant
saying,
the Hunter.
and I knew Steve was going to say that.
I was also thinking on the drive over here of Far Cry 5 or any of the Far Cries.
I
I've
think
never
they
seen-
have. I think
I
they
think they
did one
did
about
for-
Far Cry 3.
Yes,
if
because
I
it was
recall
talking
correctly.
about some of the animals in it are endangered species.
Correct.
Oh, God.
Like
I
the
do
tigers
think that
and-
was a thing.
tigers, and I think there was some bird in it. That was,
Does that article say anything about bullying other villagers to get out of your village?
just wait.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not even like halfway through this.
Oh.
Whoa, shit! Keep going.
Should I build a doghouse?
You can build a doghouse?
If you can.
I haven't unlocked the doghouse
Oh
yet.
shit! Well, spoiler alert,
DIY,
Nita.
get my DIY recipe, damn it.
If you get instructions to build a doghouse, don't let life at the end of a heavy short chain is all too real an issue for many dogs in the U.S. You know what else is an issue for many dogs in the U.S.? Being murdered by PETA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, this is our episode. This is when we get known.
Yeah.
We'll save you, dogs. Oh, you have to actually go and be terminated.
Sorry, we don't actually allow you to adopt from PETA shelters.
Yeah.
We just let them live for about a month. Then we can't feed them. We shoot them in the head.
Yep.
Keep going. I'm getting mad. At PETA, not at the article.
I love this.
Against
It
them
just continues.
themselves.
Right now, countless dogs are constrained outdoors in all weather conditions with chains, just like the one pictured here. There's a chain in that picture? I guess there is.
Okay, but you can't get a pet dog in the game to put on the chain to go in the doghouse on your beautiful desert island. That's literally not a thing.
Yeah.
It's completely decoration.
Well, according to them, you can get dogs.
That would be revolutionary because no one knows that's in the game at all.
Well, according to
I'm
them,
calling bullshit.
According to them, they say dogs are individuals who belong in homes, not on a chain. Please don't mistreat them on your island.
The dogs in the game are fucking alive. They're
They're
cognizant.
villagers.
They're
Why would you have
sentient
like a
beings.
subspecies of dogs when you have sentient ones that can be bipedal and talk to you?
Hold on, keep going. I'm researching this.
Is Tom Nook exploiting you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Oh
going to
my
read
God.
you the very
Oh,
first
no.
paragraph.
If they
that
say
have
the
here.
exact opposite, I'm done with this.
Oh no.
Tom Nook is a tanuki, or a raccoon dog, who is often killed for their fur. Others like him in the real world have been beaten, I'll just say it, anally electrocuted, gassed, or skinned alive. Cut him some slack. And that's all it
Shut
says.
the absolute hair up.
It doesn't answer the question.
He even says he's Tom Nook, the raccoon.
Yeah.
He specifically calls
That's-
himself a raccoon. Get your Tanuki Mario Japanese ass out of this, PETA. Oh!
It's been canon for 2 decades that he's a raccoon.
He's a Tanuki.
He's a raccoon dog, a tanuki. Come on, Nick. You've obviously never played the Japanese release.
We also know for a fact that PETA did have a whole thing about Mario getting a feather and turning into the Tanuki. They have written an article about that. But literally, Tom Nook has called himself a raccoon.
Yeah,
He has
well, they also
specifically
don't
said
answer
it.
the question.
Oh my God, I can't.
Amazing.
They just say cut him some slack.
Cut him some slack. He charges me
More like cut
hundreds of
off his
thousands-
skin.
He charges
Make a coat out that bitch.
hundreds of thousands of bells so he can continue to exploit me because, hey, welcome to our island. Oh, you need something better than a tent, don't you? He literally you see it, his face actually reacts in this game when he knows that he's like, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to get him to borrow some shit. Like, he actually comes back to it. Also, for the record, after Google search, you cannot have a pet dog.
Well, good, because if you could, this would make this next part really awkward. Who is Harvey? One of the many unique villagers
He's a
you'll
hippie.
meet is Harvey the dog. He's a total hippie. He loves nature, and he's vegan.
Correct.
Guys, he's vegan. That's the most important piece of information about the guy. Not what else he does, but he's a vegan. Guys, did you know he's a vegan?
That dog's gonna die.
Yep. In previous game, he expressed his fondness for vegan burritos and his love for birds. Okay, so what does that have to do with anything? That you asked who is Harvey, and that's all you got to say about him. But yeah, they keep saying that they keep referencing and further on that he is a dog. So that makes me wonder: can you put Harvey on a chain in your doghouse?
So also Harvey, I just want to okay. Harvey invites players to visit their island, which is actually a full-blown photography studio where players can set up scenes. Better yet, you can import Amiibo to see old friends, and who doesn't want to have a fun time with pals? It's an idea that sounds good on paper until you see the actual execution. Remember, they're praising this dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you'll note upon entering Harvey's abode is that there's nothing there except a couch, a camera, a spotlight, and a director's chair. PETA supports this character. Unfortunately, it's a leather couch, which makes comparisons to the infamous pornographic casting couch inevitable. Yep. Again, PETA supports this. This is not the sort of association I want in the slice of life Nintendo game upon seeing Harvey's entire character change for me. PETA supports this. The pup went from being a laid-back character to a sleazeball with suspicious motivations. PETA supports this dog.
Remember, PETA doesn't care about the exploitation of their fellow human beings. They only care about the exploitation of animals.
Harvey, you're the best! I love you so much. Guys, I can hit the sound effects, so I'm now all about this.
The name just hit me.
Yes.
Harvey Weinstein.
Okay, Harvey's been in the game well before this.
Yeah.
I want to make sure this is
Still,
understood.
he could have been an inspiration from that.
No, this was well.
He wasn't
Harvey
a fat
was like,
turtle.
Harvey was like just a hippie who lived on a beach
Okay.
Not a
in
shell.
the earlier games. So no, I'm
Okay.
gonna nip
right.
that one in the bud real quick.
All right, so it's just pure coincidental.
Guys,
Okay,
I'm
you
so
ready for
excited that I can hit all these sound effects.
You ready for the finale of this article?
Yes.
I guess.
How can you spread animal rights through Animal Crossing? Give your island an animal-friendly name like Veganville. Customize your passport with a phrase like hashtag end speciesism.
There is no you are the only human on the island.
You're technically the minority.
Or adopt, don't shop, or go vegan.
Wait.
Make custom designs.
Wait. Adopt, don't shop. At the same time, I'm being yelled at for owning a dog.
Yeah, but you adopted.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking.
You can't win with these fuckwits.
I'm so tilted.
Make a custom design. In this design, it's just a woman standing in front of a row of flowers. So I guess that's a design.
Sure.
Yeah, it's art, Steve. Get your head out your hands. Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Post a bulletin to instruct your visitors to leave wildlife alone.
Oh, you should do that in general because you don't want people stealing your shit.
Right, but that just opens yourself up for griefing.
Oh, this the sign that they have definitely opens them up for griefing.
Yeah.
It's first off, the character's name is San Junipero is what they named their character, which is that episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
It's about people falling in love through a virtual reality thing across like 2 decades. It's stupid.
I was really hoping for the one episode of Black Mirror that involved eating other people, but apparently that's not happening.
Is that one?
No.
They need to make it then. Just call it Soylent Green. And
Oh, we already did that.
right? But it says zero tolerance policy on speciesism, no fishing, no catching bugs, respect all animals while visiting. Thank you.
So I'm throughout the entire article, not once do they talk about fossils.
Because they're dead already, and dinosaurs didn't exist, Nick.
Yeah, they didn't believe in dinosaurs.
Hamnook plants these plaster molds all over these islands.
Please tell me
4
there's
of
a
them day.
character. Please tell me that there's a character that goes around telling people that the fossils aren't actually real.
And then Tom
I'm gonna buy a Switch, get this game, and just start going around saying that fossils aren't
Tom
real.
Nook is putting chemicals in the water that turns the frog villagers gay. And that the birds aren't real, they're just robots that monitor us.
They're just CIA
Gay
drones.
frogs!
They're just CIA drones. How you can enjoy your island in an animal-friendly way.
The whole island's animal friendly. It's called Animal Crossing.
Have a
You
bonfire.
don't do anything against people.
Play music together under the stars. Or discover a secret beach together and collect hermit crabs.
Wait, pause. Say
Wait,
that
wait,
again?
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't say.
Damn it. I got so excited. I thought we were about to catch them. Oh, my God.
Being even more hypocritical.
Then it goes, is PETA against Animal Crossing New Horizons?
Yes.
It doesn't say.
Exactly.
They like it. They like it because of the fact that it gives animals like human characteristics and allows them to live their lives, I guess.
So,
But it
PETA
goes,
is a bunch of
Agnes,
furries.
one of the starting villagers, is a sweet pig and a lovely neighbor. In real life, pigs are just as sweet, gentle, and kind, except for when they eat your face off, because pigs will literally eat anything.
Or get eaten by an alligator.
Or that, too. But that's just Mother Nature, boy.
I did get lucky, and I did get a tiger to come to my village. You don't get to
Nice.
pick it. I'm very excited about that.
That's
But
a big
because
one.
of speciesism, because it's only because of speciesism that humans slaughter pigs and eat their flesh instead of recognizing them as the sentient beings who deserve. Wait, pigs are sentient now? I didn't know they could answer. What is the thing from Star Trek? Is it not the Prime Directive, but
The Prime, yeah. I mean, the Prime Directive is a thing.
right, but no, what's their code of ethics when it comes to planets? Like you don't interact with backwater planets basically if the life doesn't show an intelligence above a certain
Correct.
thing. I didn't know pigs fell over that line.
Well, Galmorians sure don't.
No.
There's your Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
And then I don't understand this.
I'm real glad we didn't video record this because I was so animated. I was so pissed about this freaking article.
Well, here we go. At the end of the day, PETA just thinks that we're all animals and we all deserve respect.
And they're a bunch of retards. I don't care.
They literally don't answer the question of if they are against it or not. Jesus. And that, my friends, is the story of PETA being stupid. Thank you. I'll be here all day. All right.
Meanwhile, there's like community art of Isabel ripping and tearing through hell.
Hell yeah.
Animal Crossing is so good.
Mm-hmm. The music's phenomenal.
I've literally played for at least an hour every day since launch.
Nice.
Like minimum at least an hour.
Nice.
It's just so my buddy made the last thing I would say about this. So you can buy turnips on Sundays.
Only on Sundays?
Only on Sundays for X amount of money. You have to sell them before next Sunday or they get rotten. So the point is to turn a profit, but they make more money. Like islands, it's not like the same thing all the way around. Like certain islands, like my friend's island was selling turnips at 522 bells a turnip, which is insane. Insane.
Okay.
My buddy had so many stocked up that he went, and it was his wife. So like he went to her island. And, like, people from up here, like, people at my wedding who the only reason they know each other is because of my wedding. Like, they don't know each other otherwise. They have been talking because of Animal Crossing, which I find absolutely fantastic. I love the camaraderie that comes around this game. She was like, hey, everyone, come to my island. Here's the code, 522 bells. Josh made 2 million bells by selling all of his turnips.
Wow. I think I heard one capacity is more of time travelers also heavily benefit off of that turnip market.
Yeah, but it still causes issues in your city.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Time travelers.
Yeah, you can change because it's in real time, so you have to physically change the settings on your Switch, which causes issues in the city because they know you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 2 million. It was a
It's
big
like Metal Gear
Wow,
Solid
that's
3.
huge.
When the boss fight with the end, you just jump your PlayStation's internal clock up by
6 hours?
No, 7 days, I think.
Okay.
Which was the one where you fought the boss where you had to move your controller every time it went
Second
dark?
hand.
Was
that one?
That was the first game.
First one.
Well, it was because
I'm thinking of Twin Snakes.
Correct. We didn't
Yeah.
know it until it came to GameCube.
Yeah, it would
But
be
that was
Twin
like
Snakes,
one of the most. That might be the single most clever boss in a video game. It also read your memory card, so it could just like make fun of you.
You
for shit.
like Spyro the Dragon.
You didn't even finish it. Like, oh my god, how do you know this?
You put in way too many hours in Final Fantasy VII, kid. Get a life.
All right, what you got? You brought something to the table today.
Yes.
You as Nick for people who don't. I'm looking.
Hence
Steve
why
done
I
talking.
responded.
I yell at you for this is an audio medium, and then I screw
Steve's
it up
muted
myself.
now. He's not allowed to. He used all of his minutes.
I was hoping that you were gonna keep doing
Oh.
something, so it was gonna like sound like you were super far away. You didn't play with the bit. It's okay.
sorry.
We're learning. It's episode 3, guys.
Well, I've been staring at the board and sitting here thinking in my head, are we even recording right now?
Oh yes, but yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I made
The
that
one
face,
light
like,
that's
earlier. I'm like,
normally
oh,
on, that's
yes.
it's not the normal red. I'm like, ah.
There's no clock to tell me where we're at. So lately, I've been actually making my own game, so I haven't really been playing any. But the 2 topics I did bring are just talking about movie delays and how movie studios are going to react, I guess, to her.
Hollywood is dead. Long live Hollywood.
Yes.
That's basically what you're saying.
Because I mean, the main topic there is rumors Black Widow is going to get dropped on Disney Plus or go straight to streaming when the movie was originally supposed to come out.
Well,
The question comes down to how can they make money?
yeah.
Because
Right.
I don't. Are they going to force? The only way that I see this working, and I don't entirely hate it, I don't like it either. You have to somehow force ads, even through a paid service.
You could
have
probably
to,
do
You have
a,
to force ads,
They could do a
and
maybe,
by that I mean trailers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could even do maybe 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of it, completely unskippable, unfast forwardable
Yeah.
is ads.
Mm-hmm.
Or even now this is where it would be gross, and this is the marketing in me is saying you have a almost like people would hate this and I hate it just saying it, like Sports Center or any 24/7 news channel, a bottom ticker that just has advertisements, like static ads that change every minute.
That might be the only way that they could make money off of a major release straight to
Right.
streaming.
Right, and you can't do like commercial breaks because you'll definitely piss off everyone. But also, you made a movie that isn't designed to be cut up
Right.
for commercial breaks.
That's not always entirely accurate.
There
There's a
are
lot of
points
times
where
where
they
you can
are-
have a good you can have a break.
Yeah. That fair. But if I was going to go see this movie for the very first time, I don't want that.
But if you're going to the movie, you're also paying money as
Or-
opposed to only
Right.
paying your like $6 a month.
Or you do a straight if you want to rent it you get it for 24 hours
I think either, and this
and with unlimited watches in that 24 hours.
exactly. I think you have to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem would be if it does go to Disney Plus and you put it behind a secondary paywall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't honestly know if as many people would have as big of a problem with that. Like, okay, if so for example, like right now, if you go on Vudu, Google, Amazon, whatever, hey, HD 24 hours, $10.
Yep.
Okay, if it's on Disney Plus, I only want to pay $5. There's only a $1 difference.
Yeah, or you wrap it up to another tier level of Disney Plus already and have that as the like day one movie release date. Right. But I'm just throwing it out there. I know it's not a perfect idea. I'm just trying to think from the mindset of Disney, who's running
If
Disney
they were
Plus.
releasing a bunch of movies in a short amount of time,
Right.
it makes sense.
Right. And right now it's a little rocky overall, and I don't remember what their schedule is. I know Steve and I, we went over it before trying to predict every single movie.
There's only I think after Black Widow there's basically a month or two without any major Disney release. And what is it? There's something coming out in I want to say June.
I think you take it,
Mm-hmm.
charge $15
Mm-hmm.
because it's a quote new release.
Yeah.
If it is through Disney Plus, charge less.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to make your money off of
Yeah,
it
oh, yeah,
because you're
no,
already
if
getting
it-
their subscription fee.
Right.
And everyone else, partner with Netflix, partner with whomever.
Yep.
Hell, someone else come out with a quick. If Sony Pictures should come out with some immediate thing of like, hey, all of the movies that were going to be released under the Sony platform is going to be available on our service. There's no subscription, but you have to get it through us.
It will be interesting because Morbius already got bumped, but Venom 2 is keeping its release date.
Well, that's because it's releasing in November.
Yeah, it makes sense. But it's just interesting. To a degree, my understanding means that the timeline of when Morbius happens has no actual play within Venom 2.
Oh yeah.
Because it would be weird if you.
It's also weird to think Venom 2's coming out.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like I haven't heard
there's
anything about
nothing.
it. Yeah.
So my other two thoughts is. Question would be, would you be willing to pay for another layer of service, of a streaming service, to have their movies day one instead of going to the theaters.
I wouldn't pay another tier. I would pay for
whichever movie you wanted to see.
like if Disney said, "Hey, opening weekend, you have a chance to watch it from the comfort of your home." Disney Plus, like you were saying, is $15 or whatever, and if you want to watch it through, well, Hulu is owned by Disney, so that's different. Hulu and Disney Plus, it's
if you have Disney
$15.
Plus, it's a discounted price compared to anywhere else.
Right. If you wanted to watch it through
like
Amazon
iTunes,
Prime,
yeah.
it would be $22 or something like
Yeah.
that.
No.
Okay.
I think it would cause a very large problem with an entire industry.
Oh yeah,
Well, the other part too.
there is a just so you guys know, there is a movie theater lobby. There is a lobby for that. There's a group out there that right now is freaking the ever loving fuck out because of what's going on, because the theaters might not be in existence after this.
Thanks, China.
I don't.
And it's kind of ironic if you really want to get
Mhm.
into it, because AMC and is it Cinemark are owned by overseas companies from
No
a certain country out, I guess, east, if you want to say.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But speaking of another way to quote unquote hurt the industry, with you streaming it or having the capability of streaming it day one, you're going to have the most perfect alternative method of acquiring things, copy of that movie for the first time in I don't know how long.
It's
Pirating?
like pirating?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so there would have to become a new standard of essentially HDCP. So there would have to be some way, and I don't know how you would pull it off, to put some kind of copy protection on it.
Right, like
And
a
the
watermark.
That's the only other thing I can
Right.
think of, is if you're streaming a brand new movie, until it comes out,
Yep.
you watermark the shit
Your
out of it.
code is somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of, okay, let's throw this out there. There are MMOs almost specifically that when the beta happens and they are under NDA, it has your name with your code.
Yep.
So if that content gets out, they can trace it right back to you.
Yep.
You would almost have to do that where your
And doesn't
username would...
it keeps moving, right? Because if it stays
It
static,
depends on who it is.
yeah. I'm just thinking, because if it's static, even in a movie, you could then take the time to go into an editor, put a black square over it.
A lot of times it's in diagonals across, like in numerous
entire
things. Like,
thing.
I will never forget, I think the company that did it the best was WildStar, when that came out from NCSoft, it was literally like every inch on the whole screen, so you could not mess it up. But it was so faint that you couldn't tell. But you put in any kind of imaging program, and then the text that they used, or whatever, the opacity changed, and they could see it bright as day.
That's what
That's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Hey, they should. That's how they should do it. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't ruin the experience to me of watching a movie up on. I just motion to a screen that's on the wall.
I mean, if that became the new norm,
Yeah.
I just think
I'm just wanting to watch
be
Black Widow from the comfort of my house, so I don't have to go, because to me that is the ultimate way of, not ultimate way of seeing any of these Marvel movies. I just
Endgame was our end game.
Yeah.
What if they did the bar scenario where the bar has to pay X amount for UFC fights? So if you said, hey, we are going to have a viewing of this at X house, and you put in your address, and you say how many people it's going to be, and you got to pay the licensing fee.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is do it like pay-per-view. Make it a flat. Hey, we know we don't expect you to just watch it by yourself. You know, we're expecting you're going to have 10 people over to watch this movie, and it would be $80 to rent it.
But
if you got 10 people,
right,
and people are bringing their own food, they're buying pizza,
and to a
doing
degree,
other
it
stuff.
artificially creates it into an event.
Yep.
Which that's what they always want. They want the movies to be a big event.
The whole point of a movie theater was a place to go to see something on a big screen with good sound. If someone has it in their own house, that's cool. A lot of my clients have like full legit theaters in their place. As long as the money is the same. So whatever the cost would be for a set, hell, do it on a time basis. If you're doing it on a Saturday night after 7 o'clock, yes, the rental fee should go up.
Yeah.
I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
If they do it, it either can't be through a service or the price has to work itself out.
Right.
I was trying to figure out, do the national average of a movie ticket and just double it if you're going to be, if you want to do like a rental that's, you rent it from when the movie starts to when it ends. You don't get it for anything longer. So
You want one full play.
one full play. So if you wanted to start watching it at midnight on a Tuesday and you fall asleep halfway into it,
That
or
sucks.
30 minutes in, sorry, you have to pay for it again. If you want to be able to have it on a, where you're going to be able to pause it, give you full control, pause, stop, rewind, do whatever. Then you have to.
I don't think you can even have full. I think you hit play and you don't have. I don't think you have control. I don't think you get.
Well,
it's got to be like a normal movie. You can't give control.
Yeah.
Once you hit go, it plays and then it takes the license away from your unit immediately, just like a movie theater. If you go to pee, you've missed that content.
Yeah, if we wanted to copy and paste that experience.
But that should be
that's
the
how it
only
should be.
experience.
Yeah. I would at least allow 3 pauses. But
No, I'll give you a pause. I won't give you a rewind.
yeah. No rewind.
Because people would do that. They would pause at the end and then rewind and keep watching it over and over again.
Correct. Unless you program it in where you stop it after like 5 minutes of rewinding.
I think you have to treat your house as if you would
Correct.
a theater.
Yeah.
And it's.
So I'm just thinking like give
Go.
3 pauses because life in home is slightly different from the theater. Like maybe a kid like loses his shit, or you actually do need to pee because you drank like 40 ounces right before the movie.
You can't treat your couch the same differently than you would a chair.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
No,
I know, and I'm saying I don't.
Or
I don't think
you do
like
like we were talking about, do it like pay-per-view. Hey, you want to, this fight is blah, 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 but maybe do it instead of just one release, it's 3 brand new releases from Disney or whomever.
Man, that would like double features at the drive-in.
Yeah. Oh,
that'd be
that would also
interesting.
kind of kill drive-in theaters, although
drive-in
not
theaters
like
are already
alive.
dying as it is. We're
well, no,
lucky, we're
there's a
lucky enough
slight
that we have
revival because of social distancing.
Well, in areas where it's not winter,
yeah,
ours still isn't open.
Yeah,
though. Imagine
I love
if
the
it
drive-in.
was.
I think the drive-in's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea. They still have ours. I will go to my death. They have the single best French fries I've ever had in my life.
Okay,
dude,
We're
they're
gonna
out
try
of
that
this
this summer,
world.
then.
They're out of the. I
All
don't
right,
know
here's the deal.
what they
We're
did.
gonna do a French fry tour. I think the best French fries in the world are out in Bowling Green at Southside 6. This little shitty used to be a gas station. The gas station part's gone. It's just a little like hut.
Mm-hmm.
On the one side is beer and wine. On the other is tobacco and non-alcoholic beverages, and then a counter of just Lebanese food. But they have the best fries ever.
Huh.
And you get like a pound of them for $5.
All right.
We will do this. We're gonna record from. We're gonna do a remote. We're gonna drive the 2.5 hours to Bowling Green.
I would love to get big enough that we can do that.
Yeah.
Can I have the pencil?
And then they also have the best gyros ever at that place.
Oh, cool.
Free shout out for Southside 6. Love you guys.
Please listen and sponsor us.
Yes.
You got a
Send us
Toledo one?
gyros.
The only way this makes sense is if there's a Toledo place.
No.
Nick doesn't eat food. We forget about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Nick's a robot, just so everybody knows. He's actually a computer.
That's why I'm not worried about her.
We have a friend of that's a robot.
True.
Wait.
I don't know actually if you know him.
Probably through name, but no, I don't think.
Logan?
I know the name.
Yeah, he's robot.
Nice.
Because he has no emotions ever. All right,
Does he
my
spray
turn.
him with water? Does he spark up?
Probably. All right, so
All right, what's going on?
It is 2020.
Yes.
There is no March Madness.
Accurate.
So instead,
Is this
what
the
I
movie
have
character
for you,
bracket?
no,
Oh, or the TV
it's
character?
March Fatness.
Oh,
Welcome to the Snack Attack bracket.
oh, baby.
So this goes on from March 2nd until April 5th. So I don't know where things are at right now. So I'm going to say this. I want you guys to pick what it's going to be. I will be the tiebreaker if I have to be. I don't. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, people. Lara! Come hither! You're welcome for that yelling. So this is
Come
this is our
hither.
snack bracket. There are 4 different regions. There's the chip region.
There's the chocolate region.
There is the chocolate region. There's the candy region, and there is the salty region.
Wait, why is Twitter on the screen?
All right, you are going to be the tiebreaker if it is necessary, for you are an accessory part of this group. All right, so I'm going to say everything out loud. I'm going to say this out loud so everyone knows where we're going with this, and then we'll keep going. So we're going to start in the chip region. Snyder's of Hanover or Nacho Doritos?
Nacho Doritos.
I only know Snyder's as pretzels.
Correct.
Okay. I hate their pretzels.
Okay, Doritos. Cheetos or Pringles?
Well,
Pringles.
it's specific. It is crunchy Cheetos.
Is it crunchy?
Yeah.
Crunchy Cheetos. Okay.
Crunchy Cheetos.
say
I hate
Pringles.
doodle.
You say Pringles? Lara, you are the decision.
Sorry, Nick, it's crunchy.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate Doodle Dust, but I will fight to the death for the right of crunchy Cheetos over Pringles.
Cool Ranch Doritos or normal basic Lay's?
Lays.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
You are disgusting.
I am so minimalistic when it comes to food.
Good
I
Lord.
eat nacho chips without anything.
Don't do it to me.
It's Lay's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Normal
No.
plain Lay's?
I had Doritos.
100%.
I had.
No,
I'm going to be
okay.
honest right here. When I saw this list, I'm looking at it's like, okay, Cool Ranch Doritos making it to the Final Four. Skittles making it to the Final Four.
No, but
Reese's Cup making it to the Final Four.
can be dipped in anything, and that's why they will top Doritos.
No.
Doritos don't need to be
Hold
dipped
on,
in
hold on,
anything,
hold on,
though.
hold on. Normal Lay's break anytime you put them in chips unless they're the foldovers.
I don't care.
That means that it's okay.
Normal
whatever.
Lay's are
Literally do
all
not care.
air.
No,
You're wrong.
But also, here's the thing.
There's a cat on the table.
Going between
Cat
nacho
in the
cheese
ring, cat in the
Doritos
ring.
and Cool Ranch Doritos, nacho cheese Doritos are far superior.
No
We're not.
way.
Okay, we're also not on that part of the bracket, so who cares?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't exist.
Normal Ruffles or Bugles?
Don't give a shit.
Ooh.
I mean, I know my
Okay,
answer.
this is obviously sponsored by a convenience store attached to a gas station.
Transit America.
The only time I've ever bought Bugles is when I'm on a road trip. Bugles.
Lara? Bugles.
I'm not dipping chips when I'm driving the car.
Original flavored lollipops or Starburst? Candy region.
Well, it's
No,
the
no,
specific
yeah, it's
flavor
Flav
reds.
Flav Red.
So it's only the red ones. Lollipops you could choke on. You could choke on Starburst. Starburst.
Neither.
No, gosh damn it.
You
Nick.
got to pick. Lara?
Starburst.
You got to pick one, Nick. Come on.
I abstain.
can't
Welch's
abstain.
fruit snacks or trolley crawlers? I can't tell if they're the
Ooh.
sour crawlers or the regular ones.
Sour.
Sour crawlers.
Sour bite crawlers or bait.
I guess
whatever.
fruit snacks.
Okay, I'm going with Nick on that one. It's got to
Okay.
be a little healthy. What is this next matchup?
Yeah, this is weird.
Okay. Double mint gum, which is not a candy or Skittles.
Also, that's not a fair
Skittles.
matchup.
Don't look at me like that, cat.
I don't care for Skittles, but I'll go with
There's
Skittles.
got to be some. There's got to be some.
I
there was
made
some
Skittles
bracket.
vodka
But
in
like,
college.
if you did
and
Double
it is
Mint versus
amazing.
Big Red, I can understand that matchup.
Haribo gummy bears or Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch
Haribo.
Kids.
Ooh, Lara.
I've already answered this earlier. It's Sour Patch Kids.
That's the only correct answer in that.
Chocolate region, Snickers or Kinder Joy?
Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers. Kinder Joy is cool, but again, if I'm buying this at a gas station,
I mean, don't even think about that. Just go with where you're going to go when you're by here. A normal Hershey's bar or Reese's?
Reese's.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
pretty
there's a
obvious.
contest in that one.
A Kit Kat or peanut M&Ms?
Peanut M&M.
Oh, peanut. Okay, never mind. It's Kit Kat then. If it was normal M&Ms, I would have contemplated because like
Kit Kat all the way either way. Didn't
I like the taste of Kit Kat, but also I love gargling down like an entire bag of M&Ms.
Yeah, we know you like the little ones in your mouth.
We know you like to gargle.
M&Ms or Kit Kat, Lara? Peanut M&Ms.
Ah.
I cannot stand Kit Kats. They are the lamest
Yeah.
candy
What?
to me. Yeah. If I want a cookie, I'll eat a cookie.
Peanut
I don't
M&M?
need chocolate
Yeah,
cookie.
peanut M&Ms.
Same thing with Twix.
I'm going with
Twix or
Twix.
Tootsie Pops?
I'm going
Tootsie
with,
Pop is a sweet, not a
specifically
chocolate.
left Twix.
Ooh, screw you, Nick. I'm going right Twix.
It's 'cause he's a right. It's 'cause he's a
Yeah, he's a
lefty.
lefty.
Yeah, I know.
What you got, Larry? You're up.
Oh, it's
In that one, yeah. Ugh.
You guys can't see Loki's just staring at Steve, and it's
Yeah,
adorable.
he's getting mad at me.
The salty region, Planters or Gardellos?
Do we know what a Gardella
Gardello
is?
is popcorn.
Still don't know.
Planters.
Planners.
why'd they have
Wonderful
to do this?
pistachios or Chex Mix?
Why'd they have to do this to me?
Shacks.
Yeah, Chex Mix.
Cheez-Its or David Sunflower Seeds?
Cheez-Its. David Sunflower Seeds are too fucking messy.
Cheez-Its only because of my godson.
Combos or corn nuts? Talk about two things.
I'm going
you
for
also-
the name.
You also only buy if you're on a road trip.
Or if you're baked out of your mind. But I've got two funny things with both corn nuts and combos. And it has to do with being baked out of your mind. But not me.
Mom, don't pay attention.
No, so back to Bowling Green. When I was in a film studies class, it was every Wednesday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a 4-hour class. We'd either watch one movie and discuss, or talk for 2 hours, watch for 2 hours. And I had one of my fellow classmates, who was one of my best friends. We'll just call him Copter. He's the only human being I know that cannot function if they are not high. He has to. It's like how some people, like, you could see them if they don't have coffee in them or caffeine, they just are like a drone. He was like that with weed. He needed to be high. So he shows up one day because we were allowed to have food, but the teacher specifically said nothing that's too loud or like you could hear crunching while watching a movie. He shows up with a bag of corn nuts.
Those are loud.
Blazed out of his mind, and just he's like, hey man, you want some corn nuts? And I'm like, dude, no, I'm good. And he's sitting next to me. It's silent in this theater class. There's maybe 20 of us in a room that could seat probably 200 watching this. What the hell? I think we were watching Jaws. And all of a sudden you hear, it's a quiet scene and you hear, and then he looks at me and goes, can everybody hear this? Because the professor just sits up at his desk and goes, who's eating corn nuts? And Scott's just, oh, there we go. I just
Scouted.
He's just sitting there like, not me. And just like hides the bag, spills it all over the floor, and then out loud goes, oh, my corn nuts. So with that, combos.
Okay, we got a combo and a.
I'm going with corn nuts just because of the name.
Yeah,
I want Nick to eat a corn nut just so he could. You never had corn nuts?
No.
Whoa,
I
my
know
gosh.
neither of those brands.
we gotta have
You've had
Nick's gonna
combos
eat-
before.
I have.
The little round pretzels with the stuff shoved in the
or
middle
the
of
ones
it.
that are the tortilla and nacho cheese.
You have had them.
Probably. I
I
don't
guarantee
recall.
you have.
It's definitely not in the past decade.
All right, so combos it is. All right,
Oh.
we are on to the next round. We have a nacho Dorito or Cheeto.
Oh, now we get to the fun part because I hate both.
I
these
hate
when
both
it
of
comes
them.
to
I
the
don't
doodle
care.
dust. So I'm gonna say crunchy Cheeto just to make everybody at home that's listening mad at me. Nick, choose one.
Cheeto.
Cheeto?
We are the worst.
Normal Lay's or Bugles?
Lay's.
Yeah, in that scenario.
So gross. Starburst or Welch's? Candy
Welch's.
region.
Starburst, you monster.
Lara.
Starburst.
Starburst. Skittles or Sour Patch?
Skittles.
This one's actually a little harder.
Yeah, shit. Which one did I eat the most as a kid? Skittles. And now we have the ultimate matchup: Skittles versus Starburst.
Yep.
Chocolate region, Snickers versus Reese's.
Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's.
Yeah. Peanut M&Ms and Twix.
Left Twix.
Peanut M&M.
Lara.
You guys were doing so good of not having me decide. and now you're-
If it was me, the answer's Twix.
See, I love peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, they're
much,
so
but-
good.
and then but
The
Twix
pretzel
have-
M&Ms are the best M&Ms. Otherwise, I don't want to eat them.
Twix have
Yeah,
that,
I'll
the
agree with that.
shortbread cookie in there that's just so good.
What are you doing? Make a
I'm
call.
going Twix.
Twix. Salty region, Planters Peanuts or Chex Mix?
Chex Mix.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its or Combos?
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. I could like eat Cheez-Its and not feel gross afterwards.
All right, we are in the semifinals. Crunchy Cheetos and normal Lay's.
Lay's.
Crunchy Cheeto.
Yeah.
I want to get this bad boy to the final final fours.
Oh, am I making the decision?
Cheetos or Lay's?
Cheetos.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Starburst or Skittles?
Oh gosh, don't make Starburst.
Skittles.
I could eat a whole bag of Starburst. Skittles, I'll get bored
All right,
after
we got
10
both.
minutes.
Okay, which is great. While Lara's thinking about this, because she's saying, I love the Easter season, the Zombie Jesus season, specifically because it's the only time you can get the Starburst jelly beans. I've gone through 5 bags.
Wow.
They're so good, Steve. They're better than Starburst. I would just do Starburst jelly beans, but they're only at Easter.
You know what does make me mad though, since this is for a for like a gas station convenience store list. For the Starburst, it's not the tropical pack. That's the only one you ever see right at the register, and it's been there for 8 years.
Did you figure it out, Lara?
Well, it's only
Starburst Flav Reds.
it says favorites.
Favorites.
For that reason, I'm going Skittles.
Oh,
Reese's
my bracket
versus
just
Twix.
got destroyed.
Reese's.
At least that's making.
Chex
Cheez-Its.
Mix and Cheetos.
Wait.
Cheetos can be in Chex Mix.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
no, wait,
no,
what?
not Cheetos. Why are you saying Cheetos?
You mean Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
Chex Mix.
Cheez-Its.
I would go with Chex Mix. You can Cheez-Its can be in Chex Mix.
Cheez-Its.
I'm going
Cheese Mix.
Cheese mix.
You go Cheez-Its?
Oh my
You're
gosh.
crazy. All right, Crunchy Cheetos versus Skittles. Also has a tropical flavor.
Skittles in that match.
Skittles.
Skittles. Reese's versus Cheez-Its.
Reese's.
Yeah.
And as if it wasn't obvious, the candy region, the chocolate region, the finals comes down to Skittles or Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's is the winner. I don't know if they've come out with the bracket, but we will come back next week and find that out because the bracket ends on the 5th, which happens to be Sunday. So next week we will see how close we were to what America says.
I have a feeling. I think like I said, I think the final four is going to end up being Reese's. The salty region's the hardest one. It's either going to be Chex Mix or Cheez-It. I have a feeling.
So here's what I want you guys to do. I will put this in our chat. I want everyone to fill out their own bracket without looking at what the real answers are, and let's see who gets the closest.
And we're trying to predict, not our own personal.
No, our own personal.
No, pick your personal, and whoever happens to line up the most with America.
Right. So we're doing our own personal bracket, thinking which one will be where it will land.
Ooh.
Right, that's why I'm asking. Are we doing what our own personal tastes are in that bracket and just hope it matches up with America? Or we're going to try and predict what America
Let's
wants?
predict what America wants.
Okay.
Predict what America wants.
Yeah.
Whoever is the closest,
wins $1.
no, we'll go out and
Has to eat that spider.
No, they'll get. Yeah, I talked about it
With hot sauce.
because it happened to come up
I
in
don't
conversation.
know where it went.
We'll figure
I,
out a prize.
Oh,
knocked it
well-
off and I blew it out of the oven.
Yeah, we could do this afterwards if you guys want. The Ringer has the best TV character of the century bracket, and you can actually vote on it and see how the rest of America is voted.
We'll have to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna
All
wrap
right.
it up for tonight.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Good
We
night,
thought-
everybody.
We thought we weren't gonna have content, and yet again we went over an hour.
Wow.
Such
Nice.
is
Time
life.
flies.
We'll catch y'all next week. Deuces.
Let the feeling go, it's all universal principles. It's time to lose control and get a little emotional.
I mean, there's been some.
It's ending now, but
ones that-
hold on.